Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Leah Church and today we're going to talk about how I brow. So this is probably going to be one of the only times that I ever do brows on camera because they are such a pain in my neck. However, I had a girlfriend from high school who I haven't even spoken to in years reach out to me on my Instagram, which I will link down below for you if you'd like to follow that. And she asked me to help her with her brows and I wanted to say, whoa, no, I'm not going to do that. But I took that as a challenge because it is something that I am so insecure about. As a woman, I never realized how important it was until very recently. I've kind of said that brows are the new shoes. So I'm sure that that phrase has been out there somewhere else, but I didn't hear it. So don't hear me trying to coin it or steal it from whoever came up with it first. But it's how important that I feel they are to your look. So if brows are something that interests you and you want to see me make a fool of myself, then please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe. All right, so here we go. I have been using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown, which is right here, but I just ran out of it and I am in a season of life now where I am looking for good dupes. I really like some good high-end makeup, but I also don't always want to go spend that much money and I want to be able to run out to the drugstore section of Ulta or just down the street to Walmart because, I mean, I'm there all the time because I've got two little kids who are always hungry, so a mama sometimes walks over to the makeup department and picks herself up something that I don't really need. But let's just be honest, makeup is never about needs. Anyway, if you're just beginning with brows, please find a great brow artist in your area and go get them shaped and groomed. And then we'll move on. Don't be stubborn like me and go through months on end of figuring out what works and what doesn't. But at least that's one of those things in my book that I feel like I conquered that beast on my own. But okay, so if you don't have a pencil like this is, what did I say, the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, which is a retractable pencil and it has a spoolie on the other end, then make sure you've got a sharpened pencil and a spoolie. So I brush my brow hairs up and I've got some bald patches here and here because Mama kept her eyebrows tweezed way out too far for way too long. That's besides the point. I let them grow back in, so I just find the bottom of my brows and I very gently start stroking on little brush strokes. I do not have a steady enough hand to just put the pencil down and draw the arch. Now there are so many other tools out there that you could use, like stencils, or you could get your brows microbladed. As much of a pain in the neck as brows are for me, they are kind of a therapeutic part of the makeup process where I just can sit down and focus for a minute. So what I'm doing is drawing on little wispy lines, kind of contouring the bottom edge of my brow. Something you might also want to do if you have short brows, like the tail of your brow doesn't come out as far as you want, just extend it by a couple of millimeters. That's quite all right. Okay, so now that I've got that arch drawn, I like to kind of comb the brow hairs down, but I did give myself a fresh little brow cut just yesterday or Saturday or something like that. So I don't have much movement in my brow hairs, which is good because mine grow to be like super long. It's gross. And I kind of start this line back just a little bit further and I try to stay as true to the top of those hairs as I possibly can. So these lines end up for me being parallel and come up to the arch. And I'm encountering a bald spot right here, but I'm just following in my mind's eye where I want my brow to be. And now I'm bringing that tail down, bringing the top line in towards the bottom line. This is brow face. It's very close to dancer face, which is a little bit more intense than brow face. Please forgive me for not looking at you while I talk to you. I have to look in the mirror. Now I kind of go to town. I color just back and forth and fill in those lines. I try not to color too heavy past this top line because as you get in towards the center, I know that it's the trendy brow look right now with the ombre or the fade or whatever you want to call it. but I honestly think it is such a flattering look on the face. Try to press a little bit harder as I'm out here on the tail of the brow, because you just want to have a darker tail. You want to have a lighter inside. Don't be scared if you colored outside the lines. There's brow corrector for that. And I have I'll have a story on this, which I don't have time for today. But I have a brow corrector. You could use a MAC paint pot. You could use, this is Mica Beauty Cosmetics. They're actually a kiosk at the mall. Ugh. I really love this stuff. It's their eye primer, and I use it with a flat brush to correct my brows. I'm trying to avoid just bilging forth that story on you about how that girl just ransacked me in the mall and I bought the worst brow product ever in my life. However, I did walk away with a gem with the eye primer. This is the Cella Ivory Lace Highlighter Crayon, and I do enjoy using this as well, but you can tell I've used it quite a bit. It needs to be sharpened, so I'm not gonna use that today. Anyway, moving on. Then I like to take my spoolie and kind of brush the hairs up. See if I have any like thinner looking spots, kind of like right there. Just kind of touch up, wisp that hair, kind of feather-like light strokes. I no longer am just coloring back and forth. And then I like to take my spoolie right here and kind of go back and forth on this very front portion of the brow and then stand those hairs up. For me, that gives just the perfect amount of fade, but you can see right there where I've totally jacked up my foundation, which is why I recommend doing brows before you put on the rest of your face. Now, are there some areas that I want to touch up? Yes, there are. I think I'll go ahead and do that really quick. This is just a cheap flat brush, which has the eye primer on it, because you know I wash my brushes once every blue moon. Just gently running that eye primer or whatever brow corrector that you have right along the line to clean that up. If you are a perfectionist, welcome to my world, for one. But let your inner perfectionist come out on your brows. You will not be sorry that you did. All right, I'm gonna go off camera and do the other brow so that I have a matching set, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so I have got, to the best of my ability, two sisterly looking eyebrows. They are a product that I am not ashamed of, and thank heavens for the mantra of brows are sisters, not twins. I am so thankful for that. So there's one final thing that I find is really, really, really important with your brows, and that is to put on a highlighter right underneath just this top arch of the brow. So I'm going in with the same highlighter that I used on my cheekbones, which is something that I really personally like to do to tie my look all together. I'm going in with my Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in Peach Lights and gently tap it underneath the arch of my brow. This is going to lift the eye kind of up and out and just give it a little bit more of a youthful appearance. If you don't have a brow highlighter, you could use a matte shade, the very lightest matte shade in one of your eyeshadow palettes, and that would work wonderfully too. So that's how I brow. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Love you all. God bless, and bye. Excuse me. Come on, Leah. Nobody wants to hear